My name is Vincent Muriithi, a student at Kenyatta University, pursuing a bachelor's degree in economics and finance. And in this class, we're going to be looking at some financial literacy concepts. We're going to define some terms such as money, define income, and differentiate the various types of income. Look at the definition of wealth and net worth. Talk about consumption and expenditure, savings, appreciation, depreciation, and talk about some of the investment alternatives that are available to an individual when they're looking to build some wealth. So let's get right into it. Let us start with defining money. So money is a medium of exchange. It is what we use to exchange goods and products. So for instance, if I produce bread and you produce shoes, we use money as the agreeable upon medium. So we can put a price on the bread and a price on the shoes. So we will convert each of our goods into money and then use it as a medium of exchange. Now, there are a few characteristics of money that are incredibly important. And one, it must be it has to have general acceptability. So for anything to be used as money, a lot of people must have agreed and accepted it as money. Otherwise, it can't work. And the second thing is, it must inspire confidence in people. Confidence that once I give them that unit of money, they can use it somewhere else to purchase a commodity. Say for instance today that I, as Vincent, decided to create a new unit of currency and I decided to call it the Vincent. I will have a problem using this currency. First, because it is not generally accepted by people. So I cannot use it to trade anywhere. And it also lacks confidence because when I try to give it to somebody else, they don't really have confidence in the currency. So these two characteristics are incredibly important when it comes to defining money. Remember that money can be in various forms. It can be in terms of notes, it can be in terms of coins, or it can even be in terms of bank deposits. So money can take various forms. Something else to consider is that money sometimes has the backing of the government. So when money has the government backing, it is referred to as legal tender. So for instance in Kenya, shillings is our legal tender because that is what has been backed by the government through its central bank. Okay, so let us define income. Income is all the money that you earn over a period of time. So you must take note of the word time. This is because income is measured over a period of time. It's monthly income, yearly income, hourly income. So it is the amount of money that you earn over a period of time. And this amount of money can be from various sources. Maybe you are working somewhere, you're employed, so it is a salary. Maybe it is something that you are earning from the sale of assets. Let's say you've sold some shares. That is also an income. So sale of assets. And apart from being salary, it can also be business profit or any other professional fees that you might be paid. So this is what we define as income. And the various types of income. The first is gross income. So gross income is the total amount of money that you get before anything is deducted. So your employer, let's say you are employed, you have a salary, this is the total amount of money that they're supposed to be paying you. So let's say, for instance, it is 100,000 Kenyan shillings. This is gross income. Then, after gross income, we have another definition that is referred to as disposable income. Disposable income. So disposable income is gross income less tax. So typically you pay PAYE. The percentage of income that you pay in form of PAYE is pay as you earn tax is dependent on the territory that you're living in. In Kenya it is about 16%. No, 30% actually. It's about 30%. So you can assume that about 30% of this amount of money is not really going to come to you as an individual. It is going to go to the government in form of a tax. So this is what we call disposable income. It is what you get after you take the gross and you subtract tax. So in our case, it is going to be 70,000. Okay, I hope you're together until there. Next, we have another type of income called net income, also known as take home. And the reason it is called take home is because this is the actual amount of money that you take home. So how do you get take home income? It is gross income less taxes, then less any other deductions. And what types of deductions that you be paying? Let's say you have medical insurance, some part of it goes. Let's say you are contributing to retirement benefits, some of the money goes. So this net income or take home income is gross income less disposable income less any other deductions, or disposable income less any other deductions. That is how you get take home income or net income, and that is the total amount of money that you actually get to take home. It is what now you use to start your consumption or your expenditure. And so what is consumption or expenditure? It is all the amount of money that you use in the purchase of goods or services. So let's say here, from 70,000, I had a deduction of let's say 5,000 to my health insurance and 5,000 to my retirement benefits. So from this amount of money, my net income or my take home income becomes about 60,000. So this 60,000 is what now I'll start consuming. Let's say I'll pay some rent. This is the purchase of a service, because somebody is giving me housing. I'll pay some electricity, and I'll purchase some food. Now when I purchase food product, I am purchasing a good. So this is what we call consumption or expenditure. Now when I consume, if my consumption happens to be less than my income, let's say net income, if it is less than, then it means I am remaining with some amount of money. So I had a net income of about 60,000 shillings. Let us assume that once I have paid all of this, it is going to cost me about 40,000 to pay all of this. So I am remaining with 20,000 because my expenditure or consumption is less than my net income. So this 20,000 is what is referred to as savings. It is what is remaining. Now, what do you do with your savings? That is a very important question when you start to talk about financial literacy. When you have some savings, you have two options. Okay, two options when you are starting out. So you can let the money remain in your current account. And what is a current account? A current account is a bank account where you can withdraw money anytime, either using an ATM or even in your country you have mobile banking. You can remove it from your bank to your phone directly. So it is a bank account that you can constantly access and remove money from there as long as you have an existing amount of money. But one important characteristic of a current account is that it does not earn any interest. It won't earn you any interest. It has an interest of 0%. And the reason it doesn't have any interest is because you can access it at any time. It's not possible for the bank to use your money to create more money through loans or through investing somewhere, because you can come at any time and ask for all your money. So a current account will not earn you any interest. So it is not wise to let your money idle around in a current account. You can decide to put it in a savings account. Now a savings account is different from a current account. In a saving account, what you do is you do a time deposit. You put an amount of money, you deposit an amount of money, and you say, I would like to access this money after a specific amount of time, say 6 months. So I have taken my 20,000, which was my savings, I have come and I have deposited it, and we have agreed with the bank, I am going to take this money after 6 months. So that will be about December of 2024. In return, the bank tells me that it's going to give me an interest of about 8%. This is theoretical, of course, 8% on this income. So that is better than putting it in a current account. In a current account, I would probably have spent it, and even if I never spent it, I wouldn't have earned any interest. And remember, inflation is going to wipe out your money. But that is something you're going to learn in a different economics class. But by putting it in a savings account, at least I earn some amount of money. But this rate is not the most competitive in the market. You have some money set aside that you've saved up because your consumption is less than your net income. I could put it in a savings account, But what other alternatives do I have in the market? What other investment alternatives do I have in the market? And are they giving me a rate that is higher than this? If so, why should my money remain in a savings account? Instead of letting your money lie around in a current account or earning a very small interest in a savings account, what you can do is you can look to invest this money by putting it in investment instruments that have a better return. So why are we investing? We're investing because we're trying to build wealth. These are very good times to define wealth. So what is wealth? Wealth can be defined as the total amount of money that you have to consume